or anything in my entire life, like just a regular 80%. Right. Just happened to a little bit of history because Alex Jones, and then.
Hello, everyone. This is Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister. Get on here, the Disrupt Meister. I'm coming live from Denver. That's the name of the show today.
Pound that like button.
No, so this is all for the insiders out there, just to show that everyone here, look at this. We're real people. We know each other now.
And this is a really old, cheap laptop.
So the
Meister really doesn't spend his Bitcoin.
Yeah, it's true. They are seeing how cheap I am right now. And this is true. I had this laptop. Value your wealth in Bitcoin, people.
I can also tell you that the Airbnb I picked them up at, no offense to the person that owns it. Yeah.
No, it's a rough area of Denver, but for Baltimore, it's like, I mean, it would be a great part of Baltimore. I mean, it's awesome. Yeah, and it's not rough. First of all, Denver, you guys rock. You have a beautiful city. It was snowing yesterday. Now it's 70 degrees outside. So, yeah, we're going to have our event here in this venue, in 2 hours or something like that?
2 hours.
Less than.
2 hours?
Yes.
Look, you see, Thomas is where everyone is.
Look at how I'm dressed. You see, I dress like I'm still on Wall Street once a year, and this is it. My only appearance.
A suit.
Yeah.
No, come on now.
Like, I couldn't help but wear the greatest shirt in the world, so,
Yeah.
Now, we don't say that. Who's that? King of the Trolls is on that shirt. That's
the greatest shirt, though. Hold on, stand up.
Yeah, it is. Let me tell you, people, it's surreal to be around these guys. I mean, we're all together in the same room. So who knows what is going to happen later today. And so I'm going to answer, what are you going to talk about at the event? And that's, Agartha, you know that guy too. Agartha is a good dude.
Yeah.
I recognize him. I think he's from the Albania or something like that. What are we going to do? People are going to ask us any question in the world. They might ask Andy here about gold or something. I don't even know what's going to happen tonight.
Hello from South Africa. I like
yeah, I know. The South African guy, they saw me live there in Johannesburg. That was good. Yeah, so this is a little bit of different. I guess this is the One Bitcoin Show, is it? No, it's the One Bitcoin Show live from Denver, Colorado. So, yeah, it is. I mean, you guys got to come out here. All the people out there. At South Africa, you're beautiful too. You got beautiful scenery. But for America, this is for a major city. You're just running. All of a sudden, you see these huge mountains and everything. So what's been going on today? And I actually have notes here. Y'all look great. Well, thank you. I mean, I just took a shower and I hadn't done that for a little while.
I think we're the y'all.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, show you. They want to see how so many people.
There, by the way, just pointing that out.
No, there's no alcohol.
You sure it says milk stout?
No, healthy people.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, food trucks and soda, we're told.
Yeah, food trucks.
Get back on. Say hi.
Well, we can go ask.
What's up, everyone?
It'll be a lot
Big
more
event
fun
tonight.
show. Yeah.
Yeah, Hoffman with the blazers. You can take the guy on Wall Street, but you can't
yeah.
fully take
no,
him
I
out.
felt like I was at a gold presentation. Is one of my outfits. Yeah.
All right,
so
so
once in a while, so it doesn't get crushed.
Pound that like button? Does anybody have any questions or anything? Like, do you want to? Because this isn't really the official. This isn't Adam's one show. Well, this will maybe be my one show of the day. The One Bitcoin Show where I have everything written down. All my notes probably won't be till late tonight.
Don't you have some tweets in your note or something?
Well, I was talking about how this is the great. Well, no, not the great. Who was it? Well, first of all, Voorhees was saying that he didn't think.
Jason Voorhees.
Well, I shouldn't even say his name because he's the guy that we boycott, that I boycott at least, because he supported 2X and he was a Bcash dude. He was talking about how he thought that it was silly for people to say that Bitcoin or maybe that cryptocurrency could be bigger than the internet. And Russ, the great Russell, who's been on my show before, he disagreed. Russell said, yeah, Bitcoin can be bigger than the internet. And I think that, the internet brought on a certain amount of freedom for people, but Bitcoin can take it to an entirely new level. And what what the logic of that person was that, Bitcoin depends on the internet. So it's it's a product of the internet. So it can't be bigger than the internet. But what do you think about that, Vortex? Can Bitcoin be bigger than the internet? Get on to my cheap.
And I got my view too, so go.
Okay.
Yeah, so bigger than the internet. Yeah, at this point, so basically to me, I still feel like, Bitcoin is an extension of the internet, of course, absolutely. But at the same time, it will, like Andreas used to say all the time, it will allow the internet itself to expand even further than it could without Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is an extension, but it will also allow the internet to expand out even more become even bigger.
Right, because as Andrea says, it's the internet of money. I mean, the way that I put it, we've had the three biggest technological innovations of our lifetimes, of generations, where I guess you'd have to go back to harnessing electricity first, right? Then you have the computer chip, then you have the internet, and now you have Bitcoin. That's it. That's the biggest inventions in human history, aside from like the wheel, basically. And that's how big the impact is.
Yeah. I just look at it in terms of impact. I don't know if the original person was thinking about impact. He might just be looking on a technical level that the Bitcoin is smaller than the internet as a whole or something like that. But the impact, man, this is money. This is turning poor people into middle class people. Who knows? It's economic freedom. It's stuff we cannot even envision yet. So I feel like the impact on the world will be bigger than the internet. Now someone asked, oh my God, here's a question. What's your Bitcoin prediction for December? What? Well, that's arbitrary, man.
I think that we'll get to 19,966 last December. That's my prediction.
Last December?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I just think about, worry about 2020, dude. Why do you care about December? That's still in 2018. Think after the halving. Hold on. Long-term thinking. And remember, everyone, pound that like button. By the way, I'm doing this video a little bit differently than I usually do. I just clicked on the live thing on YouTube. I wonder if it looks different. Like, the whole chat thing looks different. Everything looks different on my side.
This is funny. Someone wrote Andy with a suit spelled wrong. Common, am I a crypto millionaire? Because first of all, it's not a suit. And this is from my legacy life. People forget I had another life. For 29 years, I worked in the financial services businesses. So I have stuff that I have not worn in 10 years. This is one of them. That's why it looks so nice.
Okay, here we go. Yeah. This guy says it's 4:20 p.m. in Denver right now. Dude, that's all people talk about in this darn city. Everyone I've been around. First of all, I'm running around. I see all these dispensaries. You know, if you guys want to smoke your weed and everything, that's your thing. But I'm telling you, it's only helping me because I don't. Everyone's got their different opinion, but it slows you down on certain things, people. You don't want to get too hooked into it. You don't want to become too obsessed with it.
There's a question.
Value your wealth in Bitcoin, not in pot, dude.
There's a question.
What
Has crypto killed precious metals? Well, obviously, if you listen to me, you know that I believe 1,000% yes. Silver died a while ago. I recognized that a year ago that it was dead because you can never barter with silver in a world of Bitcoin. But it was gold that I stuck with for a while until I realized that it's with each passing day, I realized how archaic it is as the Bitcoin ecosystem gets stronger. It's an absolute, all the things that I used to say about fiat currency compared to gold, I now say about gold compared to Bitcoin. So yes, I sold my silver last year. I sold the rest of my gold this year, and I will never go back. And I believe that that once this generation passes on their gold to their kids, it all gets sold, and that's the end of it for the most part.
You know, it's interesting. We all had different lives before Bitcoin. We all came from different worlds. I was a big Baltimore promoter, getting people to live in rough areas of Baltimore, just trying to put our lives on the line, making Baltimore a better place, you know, and real estate stuff I was into. Andy was into precious metals, and it's just this Bitcoin thing. When I got hooked on it, when it really woke me up and just turned me into, I mean, it's really changed me into a completely different person. You know, I was very stationary before. Last decade, I was like anchored into Baltimore. Now I'm the total opposite. I'm just traveling the whole world. Thomas, what world did you used to be in?
You're anchored into Baltimore. I used to be anchored into Sacramento. I worked for the lawyers for 7 years, and I showed up at the desk every day, did my work, and now I'm free thanks to Bitcoin. And you can be free too. You can move to Las Vegas. We're going to be talking about Las Vegas all the time now. So get ready. Las Vegas.
Oh, Las Vegas. Man, that is a sin city. When I'm running around there, man, you see some people are totally out of shape in their minds and in their bodies, and everyone's smoking. Again, when I go to
cigarettes.
It's the e-cigarettes.
It's the cig. Well,
the puffin.
If you want to if you stay at a hotel there and you want to work out in their nice workout rooms, you're all alone because everyone's just gambling or watching TV and smoking cigarettes and eating at the buffet.
It still works though. The working out still works when you're all alone, right?
Oh yeah, it's great. And then you're happy you're not at that buffet, and the buffet has such a smell. I mean, you're running by Caesars, you smell the buffet. Anyway, okay, enough. This is not the Beyond Bitcoin show where I talk about health tips, although I did run 7.5 miles today through the streets of Denver by the pot dispensary areas or whatever. Some of them are kind of fancy, and then some of them have like little mushroom pictures on it. Everyone, I'm on fire now. Can you feel the Meister energy? Is it a little different than you expected? What did you?
This is what I expected.
Yeah. I thought he was going to be pretty laid back too, because he's from California and everything, and he was in San Francisco for a while. That's.
I talk a lot. I'm not even sure they can hear us.
No, they hear us.
Seems loud in here.
Yeah. Do you like how crappy this is?
I want to buy you a new computer. I'll get you a microphone, get you a camera.
Look at my camera.
Like for everyone that's on the quality here, I have my camera and microphone over there. We could go get them, but you set this up so quick. I almost want to Periscope at it.
Well, there'll be stuff on the World Crypto Network too.
Yeah,
he's gonna. This is
some
just
kind of a live stream. It never works. I hate live streaming. Everyone should know it. It works, but it's always like the audio is not good enough. The video is not. The angle's not. I can't see the slides. I need to see the slides. Like there's no one's ever like, you worked really hard to drive there and fly there to live stream that thing. Like, no, they're always like, there's something wrong with what you're doing.
There's a lot of critics.
We're gonna present a something wrong live stream, and then we're also going to record it in high quality, hopefully to be good later and upload later. But no one likes that because they like to chat alongside it.
Oh, this is a great question. If you were allowed only one plate at the buffet, what would you put on it? Well, first of all, I could track down healthy foods there. I would put some broccoli on it, some salmon on it. Now, I'd make sure there was nothing added to these. Now, sometimes at these buffets, they probably put preservatives.
It's kind of the lowest common denominator.
Avocado, apples.
I was going to say avocado.
But not the usual. When I was a youngster and we used to go to the buffet out in Carroll County, which is west of Baltimore County, Friendly Farm it was called, and I could eat anything back then. I loved the mashed potatoes. Oh God, those are things you don't want. But I'd always go back for the ice cream. But
that's what I'm saying. I don't like buffets because when I was a kid, I tried to eat all that I could, and every time I go to the buffet, you end up getting sick because you tried to eat all that you could, and it was like chicken wings and ice cream and mashed potatoes and all this stuff, and it's terrible for you. So I don't like buffets. I'd try to eat a salad like you're saying, but I would end up tons of chicken, tons of meat, all that nonsense. This guy says he's fasting. He wants us to describe what a steak tastes like, the details.
Faster. Well, I just finished a 44-hour fast, actually. As most of you know, I do 22-hour fast every single day. It's intermittent fasting. But when I go on a plane, I don't like to eat the same day I'm on a plane because it gets all mushed up. It just feels
your
weird.
digestion doesn't work when you're on a flight. That's why you're not supposed to eat on a flight. It's supposed to be very bad.
So I just don't eat the whole day. I just don't eat the whole day. So and don't try that at home, the 44-hour fast where you run 7.5 miles at the end of the fast before you break it. But whatever. I mean, you can see the energy that I'm totally, again, I just ate like, what is it, 2 hours ago, I finally ate after 44 hours. Oh, you're seeing it live. Look at this thing. I just lifted the shirt for it. I don't think this is a family channel. I don't want to. Well, maybe I'll show. Look what it is today.
I would more about the abs, man. Showing off the abs.
They can see the abs. Yeah. Hang on. All right. This is too much. This show has gone way too far.
She's over there.
Oh no, she's over there. There's ladies. You see, value your wealth in Bitcoin. Those ladies that are over there. No. It's about this is about the Bitcoin, not about the ladies. They can do what they want to do. All right. So eat a clove of garlic. I actually ate 2 of them today, Randall. I had my garlic today.
That's crazy.
I actually brought garlic with me from Los Angeles because I still had garlic left from when I was in Los Angeles. What's that say?
I want to give Adam a Mad Bitcoin sticker here.
Oh,
Not many people have these. You have to meet me in person pretty much to get these. And also one of the old original World Crypto Network stickers. So
wow. This is really awesome. I mean, I'm really enthused. I wouldn't be lifting my shirt up if I was not enthusiastic. Because this is a family channel. But I mean, families see that kind of thing at the swimming pool all the time, or the good old fashioned swimming hole. But no, it's great to meet you in person, and this is a really special show, and it's going to be wild here in Colorado today. I'm awaiting all sorts of great questions. Damn, I want a Mad BTC card. Well, if you meet him in person,
well, you have to come to Vegas. We're going to be doing the Bitcoin meetup in Vegas next couple of weeks. We're going to start it up, ground floor, starting at 0. We're going to have no people at all, just me and a couple of people, and we're going to try to build it up. Bitcoin Las Vegas. It's happening.
Dude, man, I hear there's a lot of tech moving out there and stuff.
It's Zappos, right? Zappos. Well, the Zappos guys, actually, fun story. They're right near Fremont Street, which is the old strip in Vegas. And they're hanging out at one of the casinos, the D, and they're talking to the owner. And they're like, we're into this thing called Bitcoin. And the owner's like, what the hell is that? He goes and reads about it. Now the D Casino, the Golden Gate Casino, have Bitcoin ATMs. Take Bitcoin at the cafe. You can register hotel rooms with Bitcoin, all in Las Vegas. And we're going to leverage this to spread the word about Bitcoin. These corporations want to sell it. They want to make money off it. That's cool. We want people to use it. We're going to come together and we're going to say Bitcoin Las Vegas.
Let me ask you a question about Las Vegas. Do you prefer downtown to the Strip?
I'm starting to.
Yeah.
I go to the Strip for shows. I think that's super fun. I like to go to a show. I don't like to drink or gamble. Really, that's not my game. I played blackjack recently for the first time on the dealer thing, and the guy's just flipping cards. I have nothing to do with it, and I'm losing. And I'm like, I want to be involved in the game. If I lose, it's because I crashed into the wall or I moved the chess piece poorly. I like more interactive things.
I gotta say, I like the downtown's more authentic. There's some fakeness over there. Well, the whole city's fake on a certain level.
The other thing's all tourists and bachelor parties and bachelorette parties
and propositioning you to go see a stripper.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. But still, we're moving to the suburbs near Vegas. It's like any suburb that you've been to that's flat. They have 6-lane roads with 3 lanes on each side. Every restaurant that you go into is relatively new. It's not rotting and breaking down like the rest of America. It's being built up. So I'm really excited about the Bitcoin Vegas plan, but I'm going to talk lots more about that.
Dude, the 21 Million Club from Mexico. He's in the. How you doing, man? How you doing? I'm good to see some familiar faces here. All right. Are there any other questions here? Because we might have to. I'm going to give a Bitcoin to my kid in 20 years. No, Randall, give your kid a Bitcoin now, or give him like 0.1 now for his bar mitzvah or something.
5 more Bitcoin ATMs in Baltimore this week.
Oh yeah, Jay Rucky, like you have made allusions to Baltimore before, dude. What suburb are you in? I mean, where are you at? Where are you at in Baltimore?
Okay, it's true. I have a book with me. I have I bought it at the museum. I got The Medium is the Massage by Marshall McLuhan. It's in my bag. True. This guy's giving odds.
Of course, he reads
2 to 1 odds. Thomas has at least 1 book with him. Actually, I have my Kindle too, which is kind of like having infinite books.
Wait, don't you always have a book with? I mean, that's
Well, I bought a new one too. So.
Because I remember when you're in Europe, you're buying books.
Oh yeah, my bag got too heavy in Europe. I had to leave those in Amsterdam and then come back for them. So.
Amsterdam. Cool. You didn't go to Norway or anything, did you?
No, not yet.
I'm going to Norway soon. For all you Norwegian people, there are Norwegian fans out there.
Dude, Europe was crazy. People love Bitcoin in Europe. They love watching these shows. They get up at crazy hours of the night. A friend of mine told me he listened to the show in the shower. I was a little like, But then he said he also listened on the train and he listens in the car and he just loves talking and hearing talk about Bitcoin. So I love that.
All right. So Jay Rucky is from Baltimore County like I am originally, and he moved to Fells Point, which makes sense. You watch your back down there at night sometimes, dude. Trust me. But this other dude says, hey, you still say hold at least 1 Bitcoin or get as much as possible. Both. So you aim to get 1 at first and then just move on. Then 2, then 10, then 16. Then, the sky is the limit. But yeah, just hold as much as possible. I mean, I still hear stories about dudes. Yeah, I had to pay my bill. Just try your hardest to just use the fiat on the bills and just hold on to as much Bitcoin as possible. And
see, Mark in the UK says I'm right. He watches all of our shows and he's in merry old England.
Merry old, England's been representing real nice. We got a lot of fans in England. Yes, watch all of Mark Williamson. Hi from the UK. Oh, there, John Spinks says he's from Norway. Well, that's not a very Norwegian name, but what do I know about that? I mean, I want to go to Norway because apparently it is one of the wealthiest countries. I want to see their high standard of living, and I'm going to be in Bergen, which is not Oslo, but I might visit Oslo also. But Bergen, I don't like to go to the main cities in these countries because everyone's been to the main cities.
I still like the main cities. Paris was very nice.
That's so main, man. That's so
my friends in Paris right now are like, he loves Paris. He's coming back.
Yeah, that's where. So I went, instead of going to Paris, I went to Lisbon. Although I know they're different countries and everything.
And far apart.
But it's like everybody, Paris is that's where the Americans go, definitely. But I mean, you were on good behavior there.
I went everywhere.
You were on good behavior.
No, I haven't been to London yet. I'd love to go. England's on the list. Castles, Sherlock Holmes, all the books and movies that I've seen. Yeah, England's great.
This John Spinks, I'm not going to say what he said because he's not really from Norway. Yeah, John Spinks, you sound like the boxer from the 80s. Your last name is like the boxer from the 80s. Did he fight Tyson, Leon Spinks? That wasn't like one of those 51-second ones, was it? No. That
was a great fight.
When Mike Tyson was at his prime, before he became the ear biter, like you should watch his old videos. They're on YouTube, but he was a menacing creature.
He's still good on the Mike Tyson's Mysteries, the animated show. It's kind of like Scooby-Doo. Mike Tyson is Scooby. It's great.
Do you remember the controversy with Mike Tyson and Robin Givens?
Yeah, dude. Well, he went to jail for rape. I mean, but he's on a cartoon show now.
But Robin Givens that was his wife. He was married to. What show was she? She was on that show about smart people. What was
Robin Givens? Oh, like Head of the Class.
Head of the Class.
See, that's why I'm good at trivia. It's totally useless. Has no value at all, knowing that Robin Givens was on Head of the Class or something. I might even be wrong.
These people might not even know who Robin Givens is. No, she was on Head of the Class. And that was that guy. Who was the teacher? Was that
Well, there were two teachers. There was the Irish guy, and then there was another guy. And then there was the big heavy-set guy. Yes. He was always funny.
Yeah, that guy. And there was the Indian guy. They had these typical guys.
The best joke I liked on Head of the Class, and this is a quote from the 80s when I watched it on repeats or whatever, is the guy said, he was talking about his morning routine, and he said, normally I listen to a song, I get in the shower, I listen to a song, I eat breakfast, I listen to a song. And he was listening to, rock music or rap music, normal songs. And he's like, this morning, my mom put on opera. So I've been late all day.
That's all.
It was funny then.
The 80s, the 90s. Remember,
it's a different time, man. You have to bring your hero down.
Some of these people were born in like close to 2000, which is amazing. Here, come eat real tacos. That's a 21 Million Club is really in Mexico. What do you think about California tacos? I mean, you've had.
Well, I know they're not real. Like I know the Mexican tacos are real. And
you ever go down to Tijuana?
No, I've never been to Mexico. I've never been to Mexico. Really haven't been to Canada. But now I went to Europe. So
wait, you've never been to Canada?
No, I went to Victoria Island once on the border.
That's close enough. That's good. But you've been to.
Everyone was polite. Everyone said a boot and and I made fun of them and they didn't get it. So it was fun for me.
Okay. All right. Here's one of those questions. Read that one. That's one for you.
Food for thought. We say Bitcoin is decentralized, but is the person/people in control of the commits, not in charge of the decisions? That kind of scares me a little. Well, the main thing is that the miners are all running the code voluntarily. So if at some point we decide we don't trust the Bitcoin repository on GitHub, everyone would just switch back to yesterday's Bitcoin. So we lose a day of mining at the very least if the core development team went off the rails. But as we've seen, they have such a deliberative process of debate. They go on and on and on that no one's getting any changes in. You get the changes in if you work hard, if they're good technology changes. They say there's no alcohol. Get the troops on this right away.
No. We don't need it.
Yeah, I know. I stopped drinking too. It's been really good.
So here,
I'm trying to eat salad.
Ken Dort. That is awesome.
I'm trying salad. I only eat salad and chicken teriyaki. I have a limited
the teriyaki
menu.
Part. Just
rice,
eat the pure
chicken
and rice.
Rice is
but Ken Dorsky says Minneapolis here, long-term fan. Have fun tonight. Ken, I know exactly who you are. I actually follow you on Twitter too. You like we've talked, we corresponded. It's good to see you in the chat, man.
I've been to Minneapolis.
Yeah,
I'm surprised to say
it was snowing there like last week.
It snowed the first day, just like here. Places that have the cold like to welcome me with the cold. So I remember, don't move to the cold. Although I just moved to the hot, so I'm questioning my own decisions.
I really liked St. Paul. It was low rise. It didn't have the tall buildings that Minneapolis had.
It's a twin cities.
Right? Yeah, man. And I walked by the stadium in Minneapolis. Of course, whenever I'm in these cities, I got to walk by their baseball stadiums, definitely.
Oh, I wish I had time to go. Twins game, a new stadium.
That was
nice.
Yeah, it's gotten snowed out lately. It's ridiculous.
I wanted to go to Coors. Yeah, there's been I saw on the Weather Channel this morning, there's been like 25 snowed out games this year, the most ever in MLB history. So that means the weather's changing. It's not a good thing.
No, it's awesome because they started a little earlier this year. They started, they start too early. They start too early. MLB, you start too early. Go back to the old days, man. Go back. You see, they give these guys get paid so much money. They give them so many days off. Now they don't need all these days off. Work them. Come on, you guys make average $3 million a year, and now they have to start so early, and then all the games got snowed out. Oh. All right, let's see what else.
I do think here we've broken one of the cardinal rules to starting a show. We don't have a drink of water nearby. So
mine's over there.
to not burn out the voice, I might go get a drink of water if you're going to keep going.
I think we're going to turn this thing off now. Yeah, we're going to turn. Well, thank you, everyone. I want everyone to remember to pound that like button. Say.
Pound that like button.
Boom, boom, boom. All right, so you subscribe to this channel, subscribe to World Crypto Network, of course. There might be a live stream over there.
It's going to be some kind of live stream.
Yeah.
You're going to complain.
And but we also might just have one of these laid back shows on there in a second or two when he gets his water, and you'll see the other guys and everything. Section below. I haven't even set up the notes section below yet, but we'll see you later. Bye bye. Thanks a lot, everyone. Yeah, I did that